What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm C.
I'm P.
And today we're going to be reacting to Run White, Dicking Around with Tiger Woods.
One of you guys recommended this to us a while back, and we're going to check it out.
Get him to him now.
Like we said before, keep recommending. We'll get to them eventually. We appreciate your recommendations. What do you think this
It means
is
we don't have to do as much work to look for what to react to.
Huh?
If you guys give us a recommendation, we don't have to work as hard to figure out what to react to.
Yeah,
So
you're helping us out. What do you think it's going to be about?
Dicking Around with Tiger Woods. So it's going to be about Tiger Woods, I'm guessing. Yeah. In my expert opinion, Tiger Woods.
Sounds very smart.
Right, let's begin.
My favorite thing about playing Vegas is I get to play this golf course called Shadow Creek, which is one of the most exclusive golf courses in the world. I worked for them 3 years, didn't even know it existed because they knew if I found out it existed that I'd pester the fuck out of them until they put it in my contract, which is exactly what happened. It's amazing. This golf course is just fucking so tricked out. The first time I walked through the gates, I was like, nobody's stopping me. It's where all the pros play when they're in Vegas. And I was out there this summer, and Tiger Woods was out there just dicking around. I may sign my golf glove. I got to meet the most famous person I've ever met, and I know a lot of famous people, but nobody as famous as Tiger fucking Woods. I love Tiger, man. I defended Tiger when all that stuff first came out. When I heard those initial rumors, I felt sick to my goddamn stomach for the guy because I've never been accused of doing anything I didn't do. Not one goddamn time. I did it every single time. Not once could I go, no, that was Glenn Campbell. Hey, a lot of things smell like strippers. And I defended him to my wife. I said, you don't know what this guy's been through. He hit his first famous golf shot on television when he was 2 years old. You don't know what his home life's like. You can't judge a guy because he made one mistake. And he gets caught with number 13, 14, 15, 16. I started going, God damn, Tiger, come on, buddy. And it got to the point where every time he got caught with another woman, my wife would go like this. What? I don't even know the fucking guy. You act like I was holding his dick the whole time. We watched him make that long apology on television, and afterwards my wife goes, well, do you think a guy like Tiger could quit cheating on his wife? And I said, you bet. What you know is bullshit, because you know as well as I do, if a guy likes Strange, getting him to quit wanting Strange is like getting a dog that likes to kill chickens to quit killing chickens. They don't even know what you're talking about. You gotta quit killing chickens. All right, let me see if I got this straight. I can still kill chickens. No, you can't kill chickens anymore. All right? Let's say I'm in a hotel room with the chicken. Let's say the chicken just wants to touch me. Can I kill that chicken? No? My wife told me all women want the same thing. They want to marry somebody who will never have sex with anybody else, no matter what. And I said, well, then maybe you should consider marrying somebody that nobody else wants to fuck.
That's facts. That's facts.
If it means that much to you. Don't marry the most famous golfer in the world. Marry the most famous Frisbee golfer in the world. Ain't no line to fuck that dude. We had a chat about cheating that day, man. My wife told me, she goes, listen, Ron, let's get this straight. Sex is sex, period. I said, no, now, wait a minute. Oral sex is not the same as intercourse. She goes, it's the exact same thing. I said, it's not the same price.
Oh, my God. Oh, should I said that? Oh, man.
I heard that on the radio. It all comes down to opportunity, man. Some guys are put into a position where they have to say no to beautiful women, and that is hard to do. And some guys are never put in that position, and that's way fucking easier. I see these big 350-pound guys all the time going, I have never cheated on my wife. I'm like, I bet that was tough. Tiger doesn't get any credit for all that pussy he turned down, and that's the number you're looking for right there. My wife's best friend, her husband cheated on her, and my wife hates Tiger's guts. And I'm like, well, what about that guy? You don't hate that guy? She goes, he did it one time. I said, he had one chance. This guy had sex with 100% of the women he possibly could his entire goddamn life. Tiger was 18 for 82,000. That takes a little goddamn discipline right there. If 82,000 women want to have sex with you and you only fuck 18 of them, that's love. He was in love with that woman. She broke his tiny tiger heart. He lost all those sponsors, which never made sense to me because his core fan base is men. I don't know one guy in America gave a fiddler's fuck what he did. I guarantee you, not one guy in America went, really? Tiger got some straight pussy? I'm dropping AT&T.
That's fast, bro.
Not one guy gave a fiddler's fuck. Now, when they were around their wives, they'd act like they gave a fiddler's fuck, get all foghorn, leghorn. Why, I can't believe a man would commit such transgressions towards his wife. I say, how's his relationship with the Lord? I'd like to know. Then as soon as they're around their buddies, they're like, wonder what kind of cologne he wears.
To attract something.
I want to smell just like that dude, man.
Exactly.
He lost so many sponsors, I'm thinking about bringing him over to Ron White Inc. And not because we need a new face for the company. I'd just love to have somebody around the house to fade the heat when I fuck up. Ron White, you are the most selfish prick I have ever met in my life. Tiger, get in here. You tell her what you did. Ron White, you're the finest man I have ever known. I shall fall to my bended knee and suckle your penis. Well, thank you, baby. Slow down. Watch out for those ears.
He's funny.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I never heard of him before.
I
That was funny.
heard of his name, but I don't think I've ever seen
His
his stand-up.
Yo, two things. First thing is, he's right about, you know how the sponsors, right? Like guys don't care about like that. I think it's mostly women. I think the broad media, the reason they keep things so tame, it's mostly because of women.
Well,
I
also,
guarantee it.
Think about on the boards, because each sponsors have like a board team that runs the company. How many women were on the board? That could be why he lost his sponsors.
I'm pretty sure, like the broad media, whenever you can ask certain things on TV or blah blah or this and that, it's like most of the people that's outraged about this stuff is women.
Or complains about it.
Yeah, who complains is women. You know what I mean?
Especially stay-at-home moms.
Yeah, most
to do, and they'll just call up and complain to people. I just saw on the news that Tiger Woods did this, and you're still sponsoring him.
Like most guys don't care, especially like cheating. Like guy be like, oh, you cheated, all right, whatever. Like they don't really, But a discussion has to be made, like he was talking about how it's way harder for guys who has like almost like unlimited options of women to actually stay, faithful than a guy who's like, minimum wage guy who doesn't really get, a bunch of girls. It's way easier for him because he doesn't have those options. Bill Burr actually did I think on this one too. Like, a guy working on Home Depot when I have sex with actually it was Tiger Woods actually. It was Tiger Woods. Like, when I F as much girls as, Tiger Woods, but girls don't care about number. Like this joke he made. Like, the more money you have, the more fame you have, your options of women increases, right? And then with that, it becomes harder to stay faithful. And those who are able to do it, like, catch up to you.
It's
man.
also because there's a lot of women out there that all they see is the dollar sign, so they're literally
Exactly.
ripping off their clothes.
Exactly. Fame
for
and money.
These guys just so they could hopefully get some money out of them.
And it's way harder on guys, man, when you have that much
Pathetic.
money and that much fame. And I think let's say for girls. Let me think about it for a second. It's not as I don't think it's the same for girls.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same. I think for girls, the more money you have, the like less options. Like it's the opposite for girls, So I think hats off to the
That
guys.
and plus the more money they have, the more particular they are about their
Exactly.
guys.
Plus the girls
So-
like enough for girls they make a lot of money. They're like, man, I'm not gonna date anybody who makes less than me. I want the one who makes more than me. And the guys who makes more than you have like the top options. It's like they're probably not gonna go for you, and that's why women are like, oh my god, there's no men out there to marry nowadays because there's not enough eligible men to marry nowadays because they're not worthy of me or whatever they be saying. Like, fuck off. Like there's bitches out there.
Fuck
man.
off.
They make a little bit of money. They think they own the world. Like most guys don't care about how much money a girl makes. You know what I mean?
No, all they care about is the pussy.
but a lot of girls they care about how much money the guys make. So when the guy makes a lot of money,
I
it's
just
way
find
harder for
it
them.
sad when like the majority of the girls nowadays that care about the money are like literally like willing to like just rip their clothes off just to fuck a guy for the chance that they could get like a few thousand out of him.
Nah,
or
I think they
something.
would. Like you buy, some like rappers especially they buy girls bags.
I
And,
know, but like,
it's like-
really, you're literally willing to like just
It's like
rip your
some-
clothes off for
some
that,
rap-
and then in one hand you do that, then on the other hand you're like, why can't I find a respectful man? there?
Yeah.
You're not respectful.
I think on the song, I think it was Lil Baby who made the song. I think he cheated on his girlfriend or whatever. And he was, I think in the song he was saying that it's just sex. Like, you think I'm not paying for it? Like I'm paying for this girl's, like I'm paying for every girl I fuck. That's not you. Cause the girl's not fucking me because they like me really. It's because of my money. Like I buy them Birkin, I take them shopping, and they fuck me. I'm paying for this. Basically, he was saying in the song. And that's how it is. Like, girls know they'll get something out of it. You know what I mean? And though the more money you have, the more likely you are to spend it on people. In general. You know what I mean? So I think girls figured that out, But yeah, man, it's harder in men. The more option you have, the harder it is.
Yep.
And Tiger Woods, those famous people, man. It's like you're saying, like fat guys who ugly fat guys are judging them, saying, it's like you don't know what it feels like to have all these women like throwing themselves at you. It's like
Lose a couple of pounds,
It comes to
get
a point-
famous, and then talk.
it comes to a point where you don't have to chase girls anymore. You know how when you you young, you have money, you have to chase girls.
No, because now they're chasing you.
Exactly. They all coming at you. It's like you gotta say no. It's like it's not easy, bro. I know what it feels
Especially
like,
if
but
they're
it's not
like
easy.
flirting with you and like
Touching
trying to
you
make you like get hard.
Alright, guys. One white.
Tell us what you think about Ron White.
We'll
what you
do-
think
we'll
about
do
the
some more of
cheating
him.
aspect with the famous people. And
Just what to think about that. Just what to think about. Is it harder for guys who are famous, to be faithful? I mean, we're not saying that it's right that they're not faithful. It's wrong, but you gotta admit it's harder to stay faithful. But yeah, guys, one white.
We're definitely gonna probably be watching some more of him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Comment, like.
Subscribe. Bye.
Till next time.